I am your host, Won K, and today we have a special topic that can benefit businesses across the board. We are talking about three strategies to boost sales and marketing productivity, a topic inspired by the research of Jordan Lee, Dave Shockland, Peter Henley, and James Jogat. In today's ever competitive business landscape, increasing productivity while managing costs is a top priority for organizations. We are all heard the saying that to make more money, you have to spend more on sales and marketing. But is that really this case? Well, according to a study of B2B companies, just 1 in 20 was able to consistently grow sales faster than sales and marketing expenses. But our discussion today will shed light on 3 powerful strategies that can help change this narrative. Let's dive right into it. First, let's talk about the commercial productivity metric. This is a crucial concept for any business looking to boost their sales and marketing effectiveness. It measures the revenue or gross profit return per dollar or commercial cost and evaluates how much faster revenue grows relative to the growth in sales and marketing expense. Our experts analysis data from 1,254 public B2B companies in 10 different industries from 2017 through 2021. They found that on average, companies had flat commercial productivity with revenue growing at the same rate as sales and marketing expenses. However, only a more 5% of companies managed to consistently increase their commercial productivity for 3 out of 4 years. And these companies reap the benefits, achieving a 12% higher than annual total shareholder return compared to their peers. So, what are these strategies that see these elite companies apart? Let's break them down. The first strategy involves refining the go-to-market model. Instead of relying on outdated models and historical sales data, successful companies reassess their sales and marketing capacity against opportunities that will generate the highest return. This means rebalancing account assignments based on expected future spending, creating territories for each seller and using lower cost coverage options such as inside sales and e-commerce. The second strategy revolves around turning every sales rep into a player. Companies do this by creating data-informed sales plays, consistent training and coaching, and ensuring high-quality interactions with managers. This research from Bain shows that top-performing reps have more frequent and higher quality interactions with their managers. The third strategy involves making sales and marketing support more efficient. This includes optimizing spending on support by using digital and automation to simplify complex processes, setting accurate quotas for reps, reducing organizational layers, and scrutinizing non-selling rules. What sets productivity leaders apart is that They take a deliberate and repeatable approach to executing these changes. They are assigned a clear owner of commercial productivity and integrate it into their annual and multi-year planning. This effort expands beyond the sales group and involves close communication between the chief revenue officer, chief financial officer, and chief operating officer. Having a mature commercial operations team is essential for modeling sales and marketing capacity, communicating with the finance group, and creating go-to-market blueprints that are continually revised. As businesses aim to sustain their productivity gains, it's important to ask the right questions. Here are a few to consider. Does our organizations know what factors drive commercial productivity and whether we are meeting our targets? Where do we need to increase productivity and to what levels in the coming years? Thirdly, what tactics will combine to lay down a realistic path to the targets? Fourth, do we have the right structure, operating model, and senior leaders engaged to enable these gains? And the last, who is responsible of realizing these gains and do they have the right reporting and communication mechanisms in place? Sustaining commercial productivity gains is not just beneficial during economic upswings. It's particularly relevant in uncertain economic times, where making the right decisions can set you apart from your competitors. I am your host, Wong Wen Kit, and in today's episode, we are going to demystify the inner workings of the venture capital industry. Segment 1, Understanding the Venture Capital Landscape. Venture capital has a significant impact on innovation and the business landscape in the United States. But how does it really work? Let's break it down. Segment 2, The Evolution of Venture Capital. Many of us picture venture capitalists as daring risk takers, but the industry has evolved over the years. Bob Zaider's article explains that today venture capitalists often look more like bankers. Segment 3, The Role of Venture Capital. So, what role does venture capital play in the business world? It's not just about the funding startups. We will explore how venture capital fuels the growth of companies. Segment 4, The Short-Term Investment Approach. Venture capital is not long-term money. It's about investing in a company infrastructure and balance sheet until it reaches a certain size and credibility. Segment 5, Filling the Funding Gap. Venture capital fills a crucial funding gap between innovation and traditional sources of capital. We will discuss why many startups rely on venture capital. Segment 6, Investment Focus and Portfolio Strategy. Venture capitalists target industries with high growth potential. We will explore why they avoid early and late stage companies and concentrate on the rapid growths. Segment 7, Deal Structure and Returns. Venture capital deals often come with specific terms and conditions. We break down the typical deal structure and the returns venture capitalists aim to achieve. Segment 8. A day in the life of a venture capitalist. Even wonder how venture capitalists spend their time. We will uncover the various tasks and responsibilities that juggle daily. Segment 9. The attraction for entrepreneurs. Why do entrepreneurs seek venture capital? Despite the high costs and potential disadvantages. We will discuss the allure of venture capital for ambitious innovators. Segment 10. Maximizing your position as an entrepreneur. If you an entrepreneur looking to secure venture capital, we got some valuable tips to help you understand what venture capitalists are really looking for. Segment 11. The future of venture capital. As we wrap out, we will consider the future of the venture capital industry. What in store for evolving financial ecosystem. That's a wrap for today's episode. We hope you gain a deeper understanding of how venture capital truly works and why it's such a vital part of the business world. Join us next time for another exciting episode. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the world of finance and innovation. I am your host, Wong Wen Kit, and what is entrepreneurship? By Howard Stevenson. Entrepreneurship is a process by which individuals, either on their own or inside organizations, pursue opportunities without regard to the resources they are currently control. Next, entrepreneurship is more than simply starting a business. It also encompasses a mindset of way of thinking and a set of behaviors. That way of thinking is usually opportunity based, risk taking, innovative, and grow oriented. The entrepreneurial process is not a linear process but rather something more like a dynamic systems with complex moving parts. Got three parts. First one, entrepreneurs initially work to find a significant problem or need in a market or an industry. Then they do preliminary research to understand the industry, the potential market, and any issue they might face in the areas of intellectual property, regulation, or in product development. In the case of a technology solution, they can develop hypotheses from what they have learned. First 2. Entrepreneurs focus on validating the hypotheses they have made about the customer, solution, and the purpose and business model. The result will ultimately provide important information about potential sources of revenue and major drivers of cost. Purse 3. When the activities in Purse 1 and 2 give entrepreneurs sufficient confidence their business is flexible, it's time to consider the design of the business and create a plan for its execution. This means having the right team and partners in place as well as choosing the best time to launch the business. Thank you.